Now, please.
Okay, Gary? Thank you. All right, welcome, everyone. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Here.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Here.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Marcocha?
Here.
Supervisor Colavita?
Here. Okay, that brings us to an opportunity to address the board on a specific agenda item. Anyone? No? There being none, we'll move forward to appointments. We have the recommended appointment of Lisa Sclavo of 12 Dorchester to the position of Library Board of Trustees, effective September 4th, 2024 through December 31st, 2025. Someone care to make a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have the recommended appointment of Lauren Gaffney of Joyce Road to the position of Architectural Review Board member, effective September 4th, 2024 through December 31st, 2025. Someone care to make a motion on that?
So moved?
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. And if there are other architects in town that would wish to sign up for this ARB board, we have one more spot available there. But we're going to keep rolling forward. I will recognize before the end of the year, Enda McIntyre, who did a magnificent job on the ARB. He has indicated after being on the board from its inception that he's moving on. So we thank him for his service. We'll talk about him a little bit later when the time comes. Anyway, that brings us over to the approval of minutes of the August 20th, 2024 Town Board meeting. Any proposed amendments or modifications? No, there being none, someone can make a motion to admit the minutes, approve the minutes as submitted.
I'll move it.
Second?
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have reports of departments, boards, and commissions. Mr. Ray, the Law Department report.
Yes, good evening. First, I have an introduction of a proposed local law known as Local Law Number 1 of 2024, which pertains to the use of bicycles and bicycles with electric assist and electric scooters within the unincorporated town of Eastchester, and to further set a date for a public hearing. And I believe the next meeting is September 17th, so I recommend we put on for that date.
Okay. Yeah, just by way of background, we thought it would be appropriate to introduce this local law as and for everyone's recognition of the problems that we're having on all of our roadways with regard to not just electric vehicles or, bicycles or scooters, but also gas-powered as well. And the gas-powered vehicles are covered by the New York State Vehicle and Traffic Law, the VTL, but the battery-powered ones are not. And it all depends on speed, and it all depends on several other factors. But generally, we want to make sure that everyone that is operating a vehicle on a public street in Eastchester, A, has a license, B, that the vehicle is registered, and C, in some instances, that it's insured. With the proliferation of DoorDash and Uber Eats and whatnot, there's just people everywhere on the roadways, and it's created a very dangerous situation. And the police department is squarely behind this, as they have, been having to deal with these issues without a lot of law to support them. So that's what we're here to do, is to create that local law. Anyway, so this would be for the public hearing to be set at 7:30 on September 17th here at this room. So someone care to make a motion?
So moved. Second.
All right, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Marcocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye.
Okay, next, I have an introduction of a proposed local law known as Local Law Number 2 of 2024, which amends Local Law Number 2 of 2009, and also Local Law Number 7 of 2015, which pertains to the Building and Planning Department fee schedule, and hereby we're deleting and replacing the text in this new law within the unincorporated town of Eastchester, and to also further set a date for a public hearing, which again I suggest be September 17th, 2024.
Sure, and a little background on this particular action. There's a new fee for amendments to building permits. Also, we're working on a cap of the fees charged to reissue a building permit that has expired. Also, there's some minor modifications to the planning board application fees, including a new fee structure which would impose only a flat fee for the application, not based upon number of parking spaces. Also, we just are putting together fees for signs because we adopted our new sign law just recently, so we want to just make sure we cover that. Anyway, with that being said, I'll make the motion to set the public hearing for the date and time above, or specifically previously mentioned, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Okay, please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye.
Okay, next I have a resolution authorizing the approval of an application for an event permit submitted by the Chester Heights Civic Association for the CHCA tag sale, which will be held on Saturday, October 5th, 2024.
Sure, I would make a motion to approve this, and also, as part of my motion, ask that the second and the vote be for waiving the fee associated with that. Chester Heights Civic Association is really pulling together, doing a lot of fun stuff. We had a gazebo rededication ceremony recently. We have a concert there. I believe it's on September 12th at 6:30 on the big lawn where this tag sale will happen. And, you know, they're doing a lot of good stuff up there, so it's nice to support them, and we wish them very good luck and very good weather as well. So I made the motion. Someone care to second, same?
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye.
Okay, next I have the resolution authorizing the settlement of a claim by Daniel Brandy against the town of Eastchester in the amount of $2,500 for damage sustained to Mr. Brandy's vehicle by a town vehicle on November 3rd, 2022.
Yeah, so moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. Next, we have correspondence. We have a memo from the
Actually,
control.
Supervisor, I have one other further
Oh, I'm sorry.
item that's on, to add on to my agenda. It's,
Okay.
Number 5 would be a resolution authorizing a settlement of a certiorari proceeding
Okay.
instituted by EPC Trevi LLC, affecting the premises known as Section 36, Block 3, Lot 2, 3 River Street, and the assessment years on this property is 2022 and 2023, tax years 2023 and 2024, and the total town refund is $1,588.42.
Yeah, so moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. Now we have correspondence. A memorandum from the controller regarding budget transfers and revisions. We have a few here pertaining to salaries, some nutrition center, day camp, and safety officer. So I'll make a motion to approve same and ask for a second.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. Next is a memorandum from the Superintendent of Recreation regarding a contract for nutrition services between Eastchester and the County of Westchester for senior services and programs for the 23/24 year. So this is an additional $86,211 for the home-delivered meals services. Currently, we have about 50 people within the town receiving the home-delivered meals on a daily basis, and this is, of course, to make sure that program continues. So I'll make the motion. Ask for a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavina?
Aye. There being no miscellaneous business, we move to council member reports. Councilman Markocha.
Thank you, Supervisor. I have no report this evening.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nicholson.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Again, just a reminder, this month on September 28th, we have the annual Green Festival sponsored by the Eastchester Environmental Committee, and it'll be held this year at Ann Hutch School Grounds, and it runs from 11 to 2 p.m. That is all I have this evening. Thank you.
Right. Councilwoman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just a couple of things for the month of September for the Eastchester Historical Society. We are having our annual town yard sale. This is something that we've been doing, I think, for now 15 years. There are still many slots available if anybody is interested. in renting a spot, if you will. It is held at the library. Again, that's on September 29th from 10 to 4, and the fee is $45. Of the proceeds from just the fee goes to the Historical Society. And on September 28th, the Historical Society will be hosting its annual dinner event. This year, the guest speaker is Francis Scott Key, and we will be honoring Bunny Rappaport in the Keeping of the Covenant Award. It's a great event. It's literally our biggest fundraiser of the year. So you can either reach out to myself or the Supervisor's Office or the Historical Society on either Facebook or email, and we'd love to have you there. It's a great event, and that concludes my report, Supervisor.
Thank you. Councilman Giacobbe.
Thank you, Supervisor. From our Parks and Recreation, the EIBL, which is the Eastchester Instructional Basketball League, registration opens tomorrow, Wednesday, September 4th at 9 a.m. You can register online at eastchester.gov and click the Parks and Recreation section. Details about the league and rating sessions are also available on the website. Practices begin in late November and are once a week, and games are on Saturdays starting December 7th through March 2025. The Teen Zone is a revamped teen scene, similar to our very popular teen program for the past 18 years, but without the membership. Check out the exciting trips and programs available for 7th and 8th graders on our website, eastchester.gov. September 29th is the Eastchester 5K. Don't forget to register. There's 2 new races this year. At 8:30 a.m., they're going to have a tot trot out here in front of Town Hall for kids 5 and under. At 8:45 in the morning, there's going to be a 1-mile race for the 10-year-old kids and under. And then at 9 o'clock is the 5K. This Friday, September 6th, is our country concert at Lake Isle. The gates open at 6:30. The concert starts at 7:30. There will be food trucks there. I know we have a pizza truck, a hamburger truck, and a hot dog truck there. And then our final concert of the year will be at Chester Heights, September 12th at 6:30. And I think that is our 10th or 11th concert this summer. So that concludes my report for today.
Thank you. Own report. You guys covered a lot of ground. Just want to remind everybody that we will be conducting our September 11th ceremony on the lawn and the grounds of Town Hall at 8:35 on the 11th. It's always a very moving ceremony. It's well attended, and it's important to recognize and remember everything that happened on that day. So we'll be doing that as we've done every year since then. And that concludes my report and brings us to the second opportunity to address the board. Yes, please. Just give us your name and address, please.
Hi. My name is Shayna. Ooh, maybe I'll put this down a little bit.
Yes, of course.
Or I'll stand up like this. My name is Shayna DeVorstedt. I live at 45 North Road in Bronxville. And my questions are related to the Crawford Stormwater Drainage Plan. Mr. Colavita, I met you last December here at the Town Hall with the town engineer and the village engineer from Bronxville. The key takeaway from that meeting was that, I think his name is Tim Tremelli.
Joe Tremelli.
Oh, Joe, sorry.
Yeah.
He needed to finalize his portion of the overall plan. So I guess my first question is, has that been finalized?
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, he has either finalized it or is about to finalize. And we are presently executing a memorandum of agreement with the Village of Bronxville with regard to partnering on the project. And we've kind of chopped up our responsibilities, which involve using each other's properties and constructing on each other's properties, and also reaching out to Siwanoy, to Tuckahoe School District, and others.
Okay, yeah, that was actually my second question. So at that meeting, we discussed approaching Siwanoy. So has that been done yet, or have we had any dialogue with them? Or?
Not yet, inasmuch as we wanted to wait until we knew what we were doing. We didn't want to go to Siwanoy and say, hey, we're going to need to go over this specific area, and then, for whatever reason, the calculation was wrong, or they hit rock, or whatever, and we figured out that we had to go in a different direction. So we were waiting till everything was finalized, and then we're going to approach Siwanoy. Okay. And by all indications, all the preliminary indications are that they're receptive to helping us out.
Okay, so I guess when would you expect to have that interaction with Siwanoy?
Well, I would suspect, once, the way it always goes, July and August are, they just drag. Yeah. I would suspect by October we'd be in a position to do that.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I guess just overall, I just want to, let you know, we appreciate, from the community, what you guys are doing, because I know this isn't a easily solvable issue, so just want to say thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. There's a lot of players here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on, and, we have met with, the County of Westchester has established a freshwater, stormwater department, and we met with their chief. And basically, what we're trying to do is figure out sources of funding, what the county can do for us, in addition to what they're doing for us for the dam at Lake Innisfree.
Yeah.
We want to try and involve them with this project. Also, at some point, we've asked them to look, reach out to the state of New York, because even though the state is not peripherally, they're not directly involved, they're peripherally involved, because the water that goes down the hill to Hewitt has to go under the Hutch.
Yep.
And it goes out to the state-owned Hutchinson River.
Right.
So we want to try and get them a little involved too, and see what we can get out of them. But the changes that Rocco Latella has made at the bottom of Lispenard in California, and where Hewitt tees into California,
Yeah.
have been pretty good. They work pretty well. So, all things being equal, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. The village is prepared to basically sacrifice, its 2 lots there. Me, I'm a little bit on the heavy-handed side. I want to take every square inch of both of them and make Lake Erie there. But I think they want to be a little more judicious. And we also had talked about removing Archer. But according to the engineers, which is not, I was not privy to in the beginning, there are sanitary sewer lines that go under there. And they would have to be suspended, replaced, rerouted, and it's a little bit involved.
More complicated.
So
Yep.
we'll try to get some underpassing or something, but it's all working out. And then once the plans are finished, then we'll chop up responsibilities, reach out to Siwanoy, and then we have to quantify it all. And then figure out, the exact funding stream, how we're going to pay for everything. We hope to get some grant monies together. We hope the county can link us to some other grants, and then we'll see what we can find. And we have to do it ourselves, we'll do it ourselves. But it's certainly high time.
All right, great. Thank you. I
Very
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thanks.
Thank you, Shane. All right, moving forward, someone care to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.